Hello everyone, it's me, Boo, again. You guys probably don't care, but I haven't uploaded to the channel in a while. That's just because I have been working on some designs for some other planes for the channel. This plane is called the Cruising Key. The reason it is called cruising is because it can glide very nicely, and the key thing is just because it locks, and a lock needs a key. That was the only name I came up with. And this plane is very easy to fold. It flies like a dart. You can throw it as hard as you want, and it will fly like the world record, like really hard and really fast. And it flies amazingly. If you add a little bit of up elevator, it will glide very nicely, and it glides. If it hits a roof, it's still gonna glide. The stability of this plane is very nice. So let's get into it. The first thing you want to do is to fold the paper in half, the long side, like you do with the classic dart and almost every other paper plane. Like that. And then you're going to flip it over and fold triangles into it by folding this edge into the center crease. Just like that. You can leave a little bit of a gap. It's not that big of a deal. But try to line up the corners here so you get a straight line here. That's probably the most important thing. And then now you want to fold down the top, down enough to just make a crease from this corner to this corner, and that's gonna make a crease that runs along these triangles right there. Fold it down just like this. Make sure that this tip lines up with the center crease, and there you have that crease. Then you want to open it and fold the top down all the way to the bottom. Just like that. Make sure everything lines up. These edges with the edges below and this with the center crease. And then I'm gonna rotate for you to see it better. You have this crease. You have this crease right here running along the whole plane. You're going to kind of grab that crease. You're gonna hear this sound a little bit, but you're gonna grab this and land it on top of that layer you just on top of the top edge. Then you can crease, and then I'm gonna rotate it for you so you can see it better. You can fold it up, this triangle up, and this flap up, and then you want to fold these triangles that stick out of the profile of the plane. So from the point it catches and parallel to this edge. And then you can reverse it to be tucked inside of the plane. Don't inside reverse fold it. I repeat, don't inside reverse fold it, the triangle. And then you do the same thing on the other side, from the point where it catches parallel to this edge, and the reverse fold. Don't inside reverse fold. like that, and then you can turn the paper over and fold this edge into the center like this. Crease, and your crease should go almost or right to the corner here. It's just doesn't matter. I use A4 paper. I don't know if you can use 8.5 by 11. I'll try and I'll put it in the video if you can. I'm gonna fold, do the same thing on the other side. Folding that edge into the center. Just like that. Now you're gonna open one side up and fold this edge into the crease you just made, like this, but you want to leave just a little gap. The gap can be 1, 2 to 3 millimeters wide, but I don't think you need that big of a gap. Just leave 1 or 2 millimeters gap. Just like that, and then you can close it up, and the point you made, the crease should run beyond this layer. You're just gonna do the same thing on the other side. Take this layer, fold it to that crease, but make just a little gap. And then it's not a big of a deal that these that the creases meet. That's not a big of a deal, but the better the symmetry, the better it's gonna work. Now you're gonna fold the top point right here down, so you make a crease that runs from this. You can just fold it down until it catches on the point that this edge or this pocket intersects this edge, and you're gonna make a crease that runs through both sides like this. Now you're gonna fold this point up to the top again, and then you're gonna reverse this crease under this pocket. So you can start by curling the crease a little bit. Then you can take your finger inside and just lay it, and then you want to fold it until it touches the top layer inside. And mine is doing that now, I think. So I can lay it down like this. And now you might have a little bit of bubbling. You can, instead of flattening it, you can take your finger inside here and just rub it along that crease. And then you can flatten a little bit. It's not that big of a deal. Like this. Like that. And then you're almost done. You just have to do the Lafosse lock and the wings. So you're gonna turn it over, and you see you have this pocket on top of the plane that opens here. You're gonna make a crease that runs from the corner here down to the center crease where this crease intersects the center crease. So you're gonna make a crease from here running down to the point right there where the center crease intersects with this horizontal crease. So you're gonna pull that pocket open, have a finger on that intersection. You're gonna open that pocket. That crease is actually the end of the pocket. So you just have to crease here. Do the same thing on the other side. Just from that intersection to that corner by pulling that pocket open like that and creasing right there. Now you have two creases that run from that intersection until into these corners. And now when you fold the plane in half, it will encourage itself to just pull back like this. Just fold backwards like that. If yours isn't doing that, you can just, if yours doing this, you can just fold it up and push it this way. And you want to fold it on the center crease while you fold your plane in half, like that. And then you want to make the wings. The only reference you're going to have is the Lafosse lock. Don't fold the wing to these edges or to hide that corner. Don't do that. You're going to fold it down until you see that elbow where the Lafosse lock is, and you want to keep this angle of the Lafosse lock parallel to the Lafosse lock. Just like this, through the Lafosse lock. And just to make sure you don't rip the Lafosse lock, you're going to open the wing up, turn it over, and fold this side to match the wing crease you made. Just like this. That did not match. Just like that. And then you can stand the fuselage up like this. Fold it to one side, fold it to the other. Like that. It's very important that you get the wing crease sharp. Like that. And now you have a finished cruising key. It locks very nicely, and if you want it to be a dart that flies really fast, like this, then you don't add any up elevator. If you want it to glide very nicely, you can add a little bit. I don't know how much. You can add probably from a little to medium to much. I don't know. And then it's very easy to throw, so good luck flying your plane.